Does it make sense that a person can inherit something he already owns?
So you're going to have to come again.
Can you inherit what you own? Because one, who does he inherit from? Two, how can he inherit what he owns? And so there are rational contradictions in the Quran about what the Quran says about Allah. And the Quran says, if I, not you Muslims, it says if I can find a contradiction in the Quran, then it's not from Allah. Now I'm inviting you to the dialogue he refused.
Okay, go on.
And so my question to you, as a Muslim, is...
I'm not religious, by the way. But...
Fair enough, but you're willing to have a dialogue. I'm assuming that you're a Muslim. Is that a fair comment?
Right, it is.
Non-practicing?
I'm practicing.
Okay, you are practicing.
Here and there.
Here and there. Fair enough. Everyone's at different points in the spiritual journey. So, as a Muslim, do you believe that Allah owns all things?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there anything he doesn't own?
I would say no.
No, he owns everything.
Owns everything.
Because he created everything, right?
Right.
Right. If Allah owns everything, does it make sense that a person can inherit something he already owns?
So you're going to have to come again.
Can you inherit what you own?
I can't answer that question.
Why can't you answer that question?
No.
Well, do you know what inheritance means?
Yeah.
What does inheritance mean?
Inheritance means when someone's owed something,
Yep.
and it's passed down to you.
And it's passed down to you, right? So we do know what inheritance means. So now let's answer the question logically. Can you inherit something you already own?
Think about it. Condemning a newborn before your mum and dad make love is stupid.
I would say no.
No. Do we all agree that that's a logical presupposition? If you own it, you can't inherit it. Right. Oh, Allah owns everything. Right. And we all...
I'm not a leader.
That's fine.
Nor am I very educated.
Okay.
But to be a Muslim, you don't have to.
That's brilliant. Right.
So
allow me to reply. So I agree. This is very logical, basic logic. You don't need to be a genius to figure it out. If I own this bag and I never inherited it, I bought it, so I own it. That means I can't inherit it.
What's your point anyway?
Right. Explain to me why Allah is called the inheritor of all things.
Because I believe personally He's almighty.
Yep.
He owns everything in this world.
He owns everything.
He controls everything.
He controls everything.
And that's just what it is.
Right.
I don't have to prove it to you.
Okay, let me
Because it's faith.
I get what you're saying. Listen to his reply, because the reply contains a contradiction within it.
Okay.
Allah is said by Muslims to own everything.
To own everything.
Yes.
No,
But
I said Allah owns everything.
that's what I just said.
He controls
I literally just said that.
Okay, go on. But does that mean I own everything?
No, I never said that.
Okay, great.
You pay attention to what I'm saying. So Muslims say that Allah owns everything. If Allah owns everything, he can't inherit what he owns. Because one, who does he inherit from? Two, how can he inherit what he owns?
Because He's all powerful and He made everything.
Okay, he made everything, but that doesn't mean that he can inherit what he owns. There's a logical contradiction here.
You're talking on like temporal terms, because when you say inherit, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about a time scale, because you said you own it, you're saying then can you inherit it. But when we're talking about God, we're talking about an entity that transcends time.
Yes.
Right? So it's not something, so there might be some something that let's say I haven't produced yet, I'm going to produce something, I'm going to make a bag, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd say in those terms that God inherits that bag, because that bag wasn't in existence before. God owns all things, but he owns all things that are past, present and future. So he transcends your concept that you're limited to, which is time, of when I inherit things.
Okay.
Like me saying,
Wait. No. Let me reply to what he said. No, let me reply to this. So, the brother said that my argument is flawed because Allah stands out of time. But the question of time has nothing to do with ownership. The moment Allah creates something, he owns it. There's no time at which he doesn't own it. And if he doesn't own it, then it is rationally contradictory for Muslims to say that he inherits it. Because who is he inheriting from? Yeah, I mean, can you, if I create this bag, is it rational to say that I have inherited the bag? No, I am the creator of the bag. I am the owner of the bag. But it is rationally contradictory to say that I inherit the bag. And so there are rational contradictions in the Quran about what the Quran says about Allah. And the Quran says, if I, not you Muslims, it says if I can find a contradiction in the Quran, then it's not from Allah. How would you like to reply?
And that's the opinion.
What if you created it for someone else?
What happens if you create it from someone else?
No, but what if you created it for somebody else?
Right. So
Then do you own it at any point?
let's this is a great question. This is a great question. Okay? So the question is, what if you create it for someone else?
Okay.
Right. Well, if you create it for someone else, then that means yes, you're the creator. It's yours to do with what you want, and you give up. Let me finish my let me reply to your question, bro. Don't get so excited. If I create it for someone else and I give it to someone else, I'm no longer the owner. So now let me ask you the question. Does Allah own everything? Yes.
No, my question, I don't think you understood my question. So, are you ever the owner of it? If let's say that bag, you make it for somebody else.
Yeah.
Are you at any stage the owner of that bag?
At the beginning, yes. But when you give it to someone else, you're no longer the owner. You interrupted. So,
translation Allah's name al-Warith.
Go on. What does al-Warith mean?
Al-Warith mean
Yeah.
it's everlasting.
Oh, not inheritor then.
Wait,
Not inheritor.
Meaning the one that creates something, then that thing will disappear and he will last after that. Who mentioned that? Who mentioned that? Az-Zajjaj, rahimahullah. Ibn Jarir al-Tabari, may Allah have mercy upon him, said, Al-Warithu. It's an Arabic term, is it? But he's trying to deceive our Muslim brothers and sisters by trying to translate it into English dictionary. Al-Warithu means someone that creates something, then make it disappear, and it will be everlasting. That's the meaning of Al-Warith. So what he did, he mistranslated it. Do you understand that?
So, al-Warith is the inheritor, the supreme heir, the one. Now listen. Because this agrees with what he's saying. Listen. The one who remains after all creation has perished. So the translation given is inheritor, is supreme heir. But ladies and gentlemen, how can you inherit nothing? This is what the translation states. The one who remains after all creation has perished, the one to whom all things return, the one who has everlasting ownership. It comes from the root, Warith, which means to inherit, to be an heir, to be a survivor, to be the owner or sustainer after someone. Now why do I need to shout? Because as you've heard, Shamsi can't shout. Islamic doctrine is self-contradictory. From the root, Warith, which the following classical Arabic connotations, this is from an Islamic website.
Well, it must be true.
Classical Arabic connotations, to inherit, Shamsi.
What?
To be an heir, Shamsi. That's what the classical Arabic roots say, Shamsi. Why did you lie, Shamsi? Why did you lie?
Stop lying!
So later on, we're going to go and interrupt Shamsi. But when we do, watch Shamsi complain. He will complain when we do what he just did.